Hey, Mud Squad, welcome, welcome, welcome. Hey, Glitter Angel, welcome. Uh, the screen's going to look a little different for right now. I'll explain that in a minute. Let's check to make sure the notification went out and the sound is working. And we'll get into all the fun we're having today. So it looks like the notification went out. Uh, my other computer is acting a little slow. It's overcast, rainy, gloomy here today. So everything is like moving slow. I'm trying to get the chat to load on the other side so I can make sure we got sound. Hi, Zoe. My kitty's on the bed looking at me. All right, I think it's going to give me an ad. So I'm going to click through that first, and then we'll make sure the sound's working. Hey, Teresa. Okay. Oh, finally, it's starting to load on my other end. Okay. So the screen looks this way right now because I need to share a screen on my desktop here in a minute. I'm starting a new video called a Mad Libs mystery. I put out the first one that the comments closed for that last night at 11:59. I had 3 entries for that. So I'll spin the wheel here in a minute to see whose answers get in the story. The story is still going to remain a mystery until I film that, which I'll film that later today or tomorrow, and that will post on Friday. The winner of the story will get a shout out on the channel. The next video's prompts, Mad Lib prompts, will go out on Thursday for the next one. So if you didn't get in this time, you still have a chance. I think this is going to be a full-time video series on my channel. So, all right. So let's go ahead because I also have an unboxing. I got a present from the anonymous viewer. So I have an unboxing to do too. So let's go. Now there's going to be a little bit of a delay from what I see on my computer to what you guys see on your end. So okay. So let's add that stage. Okay, so I had 3 people who entered. Of course, our lovely art by Teresa, Paula McNeely, and Starlight Starbright, or Star as we call her. Okay, so I'm going to shuffle this a bit. Eight. And good luck. Let's see who the winner is. And our first Mad Lib winner is Star. Okay, yay. So I will use her words that she sent me in the story, and the story will be filmed, like I say, either tonight or tomorrow, and will be posted on probably Friday, because I don't post on days I go live. And the next set of words will go out on Thursday for the next story. So yeah, I'm excited about this. I came up with the idea. I seen a Mad Libs, somebody talking about Mad Libs or something, and I'm like, oh, I can do this as a video idea, you know. So yay! All right, so I'm gonna close that and that. Now I need to change my layout. All right, there we go. Okay, so now we're back to normal, or as normal as we can be. So I got a package from Amazon from the anonymous viewer, which says, enjoy your gift. I'm not going to read the rest of that note because it has something to do with some personal stuff that I want to keep personal right now. What they sent me was this beautiful baby right here, Apex of Fate by Chuck Penson. I did not know they had a Chuck Penson about 40 by it's 40.1 by 30.6. I didn't know they made small Chuck Pensons. I opened it. I took the wrapper off. I haven't not opened the box itself yet. So, but I opened this, and I'm like, they make small Chuck Pensons? Because my Chuck that I have, the Golden Valley, is like 90 something by 70 something. You know, I've never seen a small Chuck Penson. So let's open this. All right. So it's just, this is a square, by the way, because you can, it says square and you got the square. Oh, I think this is a newer kit because this has got the box in there. This one's got the box inside. Okay. Yeah, and you just sent me one too, Teresa. I got your message. So does that mean this one's gonna have a trading card in it then? All right. I do like the fact it does have a multi-placer on it. It's got the, okay, this has got that clear wax in it. Okay. Okay, I am curious about trying this out. And me, I love pins. I love having pins around. Yeah, I love my pins. Can you tell? I think I'm starting to, you know, I have as many pins as I have cover minders. All right, it's got the baggies, extra wax, another uh, multi-placer, the heart wax. Now, Teresa, can we put the pink wax in there? Or does it have to just be that the this wax here? I like the tray, other than the lid. The lid's a little. I don't know. I'm not too big on the lid. I don't keep the lids on my trays. Okay, cause yeah I have that kind of wax for days, and mom diamond paints on the off campus projects, and she likes using the this kind of wax. So yeah, that pin would probably be good for her. She'll like using that instead of the pink pins. Okay, that's cool. All right, so canvas. Um, about leaving a review on Amazon. Oh, warranty and insurance card. Register your product within 30 days of purchase to activate the. Okay, now I know that when I get canvases on Amazon, I can register them. Okay, cool. That's good to know. All right, so we have the. Oh, I like the new little information thing here. I like the box. I have an idea for this um when I'm done. So can't. Yeah, yeah. That's what I have. I have a few that are just wax. Few pink that I have for just wax. That way, when mom's diamond painting, she can use wax. And then I have others that are just putty. Oh, yep, it does have the trading card. Oh, I love these. I've seen people have these, and I love the holographicness of them. Oh, I love these. See, I like collecting stuff like this, and it tells me this is a bronze. Okay, now the trading card things. You have to have a bunch of them before you can actually use them, right, Teresa? And then we got the instructions. I like that they've done this. I like that they don't. To me, it's not a waste. It's not a waste of having a lot of paper in here. Of course, I got the Facebook group, QR's code, your first purchase, first app purchase code. All right, yeah. So that's going to go in a special book. Wow, this is 67 colors. That's a lot of colors in a 30 by 40, but I guess Chuck Benson is confetti heavy, so wow. There's some symbols on here I've not seen before. And then here's the canvas, the logbook sticker. So that'll go in my logbook. I'll set my logbook up later. Add this to my logo. Yeah, I do too. I think I like the way they do it. Um, but yeah. All right, so let's put that back there. And I like the new little thing here too. It's neat. So I'm going to put that back in there so I know where that's at. All right, so let's open the canvas. Oh, so that means this is going to have the perforated um, paper on it. Oh, and I forgot to say it has one AB and 3 fairy dust. Where's it? We'll look at those in a minute. And like I said, this is poured glue, so you can roll it like this. This was double-sided tape. Yeah, you'd be in trouble. There's the image. Wow. Mom is in love with this picture. She loves lighthouses and pictures like this. So once I do that, get this done, this will go on Mom's wall somewhere. Yeah, this is confetti heavy. So we have 3 fairy dust drills, which are um, DMC 469, 518, and 3854. So 3854 is going in this up here in the sky. There is a little down here. But it's mostly going in the sky up here in this clouds. 518. 518 is scattered out through the water down here. Yeah, it is. Looking at it in the camera, I could see, but looking at it, like here on my desk, I really don't see the, you know, it's weird the perspective, and then so the Z518 fairy dust is going to go down here in the water. That's the only place I'm seeing that. Oh, and up here in the sky a little bit in this corner. Z469. Some over here in this grass. So there's not a lot of that one. I'm only seeing that it's the circle with the line through it. I'm only seeing that right here. And AB 712 is going, I see it right here. So I guess this is supposed to be like a sun shining through. There's a few down here. There's a couple in the lighthouse. I'm really going to have to study this image because I may throw in some other ABs. Oh, I wonder if this will qualify for the check along. Or is there I can't remember if there's a size requirement for the check along. I don't know. I'll find. Hey, Linda. I'll find a. I'll find um, event for this one. So let's look at the grove. So let me just put this over. That canvas is so soft. Let's look at the grove. Of course, I will not get these back into the way they're supposed to go. So we have 3861, 3064. See, this is what's the, yeah, these are the pretty ones. I love this cocoa, like chocolatey brown color. I think it's so pretty. Oh, thank you, Teresa. 6032, 318, sorry, 3740, 3041, 3860. So there's some pretty brown and mauve colors in there. Well, a couple of these bags are really cool. 779, 413, 844, 37, 327. God, I cannot English today. 3802, 6033, 3830, 3827, 451, 3772, 3799, 976. There is your first industrial, the 3854. That's pretty. 161, 356, 6001, 355, 414, 3822. I love these pale yellows. 3047. 931. One. Sorry, guys. My allergies are going crazy. It is raining here today, and me and Mom were out yesterday, and the pollen count was kind of crazy. 160, 610, 3022, 3864, 924, 841, 926, 648. I like 648 too. It's pretty. I think it's a cross between a gray and kind of a brown. 6021, 3778, 824, 3782, 520, 371, 452. That's pretty. 839, 3828. Here's your next Z drill. Paradise drill. This is 518, which is a pretty blue. I think I was using this. If I'm not mistaken, is that the one I'm using in? Oh no, the one that I'm using in Easter egg hunters is Z3845. There's your AB, which there's not a lot of, and that is 712. I may switch that out because this is like a really off white. I don't know if the camera's picking that up. It's like a really off white, so I may change that to in the sky. I may change that to um, a pale yellow, because that's I'm taking that that's like the sunset, so I may change that to a paler color AV. 825 to 23, 803. That's one of our ambulances here. 630, 720. I love the 720. It's pretty orange. 3770, 372, 370, 647, 3363, 3835, 517, 501, 3760, 895. I love that green too. 992. I love that. Here's your last Z drill, which is 469, which is a I want to call it like a foresty green color. 780, 3364, 3766, and 434. So there's really a lot of pretty colors. And this, I'm thinking I can kit this up in my Elizabeth Ward and one of my 28 grid storage. I know these are folded exactly like they're supposed to be. Close enough. Yeah. See, we got that, that hurricane's moving up the coast. They're saying he's going to stay about 200 miles off of us, but we're already experiencing at all of our local beaches. All of our local beaches have closed to you cannot go in the water. And that is from the tip of Virginia all the way up to Delaware beaches. You cannot go in the water. We're already experiencing high surfs. They're talking about 19, 20-foot waves. And rip currents are bad. Of course, I did not get that exactly back the way it's supposed to be, but it's good. And they're talking about we could have coastal flooding, of course. Yeah, but he's not supposed to be up around us till Wednesday night into Thursday. But they're talking about him staying out to sea. And they're talking about 20, like say, up to 20 feet or more surges, waves and surf. They're expecting us to get probably a lot of wind and rain off of him, but not more than that, I don't think. I never can get these back in the way. So I will find an event I can do. Because I don't think lighthouses qualify in the Asian airline. So I want to put that back in there. So I'm leaving this out. My tray can go over there. Leave that out. Baggies, where I put my baggies later. But yeah, so um, all right. So that is done. I thank the anonymous viewer for sending me this. Wow. I love Chuck Penson's art, but I've been very apprehensive about doing um, the other one I have, the Golden Valley, because it's so huge, and I don't want to start it unless I can tie that. Oh, thank you, Linda. Hey, you, what's up? Um, just lost my train of thought. No comment. I know you'll go there with me leaving my train of thought. Um, but yeah, Chuck Penson's so huge. The other one I have. All right, Teresa. Ron is a very, 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 very dear old friend of mine. We've known each other. Oh my God, Ginny's going to be 24 in January. My oldest niece. She was what, 1? Yeah, I believe she was 1 when we met. So now we are old friends. Are you, Linda? Yeah. So I now have Apex of Fate, and Mom fell in love with this when I took it out of the opened the Amazon box the other day when it came. She loves this type of picture. I think that Chuck Penson kind of reminds me of Thomas Kincaid. The lighthouse picture I got the other day. The lighthouse picture I got the other day. I think he kind of reminds me of Thomas Kincaid. Thomas Kincaid done like pictures like this. So this is going to be pretty. But I really need to study the image because I kind of want to maybe bling where the light's coming out would be coming out of the lighthouse. So I'm gonna have to look at a bigger image of this. I'll pull this up on Amazon, or not, or on Diamond Art Club, and study it and see where because I know the sun, I'm probably going to change out the AB they got for that. Hold on a minute, guys. Sorry, I had something pop up on my screen and I didn't know what the hell it was. Yeah, I know Chuck Along is next month. Linda, is there any specific size the Chuck has to be? Because this is a little bit bigger. It's a 40.1 by 30.6. So this is basically just a couple centimeters bigger than a 40 by 30. Because I'm already doing another big two. Well, I'll have 2 big paintings probably. I want to use. I think I'm going to go ahead and use this today. When I start this. But yeah. Oh, you haven't heard aside. All right, I'll have to check into it. Um, because I'll be doing drills and chills, which, um, Bella Arte, Nicole Spooky, whatever she's calling her. I can't remember exactly what it is. So I'll be using the same canvas for all three of those events. I try, like when I'm doing a canvas, I try to tie more than one event into the canvas. All right, so what do I want to work on today? I'm not sure which one I want to work on. I want to work on my Asian year long, or do I want to work on? I'll work on my other. I'll work on my Asian year long later. I tried to. I got to a point where I'm not gonna lie. I do technically have 7 WIPs going right now. Okay, but the 7th WIP is still in timeout because that's the one that I found out was stolen art. So yeah, that little sucker's still in timeout right now. Let's work on. So this is what I've got done so far on Easter egg hunters. I've got the first 2 rows done here. So I've gotten almost the whole barn done, almost the whole bow, and almost the whole tree here. Roll this back. I use these are wrapping paper cutters that I took the blades out of, and I use these like the people use the canvas rolls you can buy from companies now. This is my hack. All right. I forgot. I roll this. I it might be okay to hang it down for right now because it's not a whole lot. I need to roll this. I know, and I have plans for the sign. I'm going to change instead of using the. It's either 3865 or 5200 AB they have in it. I'm going to change this to the wording to some kind of sparkler. To make the words kind of jump off that blue. Now I'll put this in place. Oh, that's okay, Teresa. I have an open door policy. Come and go as you need. There you go. All right, so this has a small one on this edge. And then what I do is I go and I pull the the did I rip these already? Go ahead and rip my next two down. I go ahead and I do that with the next two sections. That way I don't have to worry about it. You know, I can do these next two rows. I was kind of wanting to have, my goal was to have this done by the end of August. But I don't know if I'll be able to have it done by then. But I'm okay with that. So. So I'm going to pull these first two back. This first one. All right, there we go. Cover minder, which is from Tracy's DP World. This is the cherry blossom. I have my Nix's Notions cover minder bar. I use this to hold my tray in place on the canvas. That's what these are. These are tray bars from Nix. There we go. And then, of course, I have one or two lily pads I'll be using. So this one is the little purple panda from Tracy, and this one is her little black and pink axolotl. Okay. And I'm going to go ahead and try this pin today. And I'll go ahead and I will try. I usually use my Nix tray, but I'm going to go ahead and try the Diamond Art Club tray today. Out of my way. Yeah, I got it when I got my very I won a gift card and ordered my very first tray from Nix. I traded. I had won several trays from Nix. This is one of my creation Marin. I just put stickers on my lid. So I won a gift card and I ordered the Cyan Waters tray, and I had my nickname because Nix for the longest time could not say MUTTNUTT with her Louisiana accent and all. She could not say MUTTNUTT, so she called me Mutter. So I've had Mutter put on that one when I had it done, and she sent me the cover minder bar to go with it. which I thought was pretty cool. I just got to do a little rearranging here a minute, guys, because I have this kit in, this is kitted up in two different, it's mica powder. I had to look there for a minute. I wasn't sure what you had. Oh, it's fine. It's fine. I just wasn't sure what it was there for a minute. Yeah. Yeah, sorry guys, I was talking to Mama. But yeah, so that I had one done, but you know, I had to have that name done. Okay. Let me try to get you guys lined up here. Okay, there we go. All right. So we will start with the 310, of course. I always start with 310. Okay, I like their tray other than one thing. I don't like this low back. So I have to be a little bit more careful with my shaking. But other than that, I like the tray. Girls line up nice. Yeah, I just don't. It's going to take me a little bit to get used to that lower back. And I got to get some putty for the. I'm going to use putty in the more. I'll just put the pink. Yeah, I'm going to just try it, Teresa, you know, but I'll probably, most of the time, I'll probably use the, I'm just going to put the pink wax in the, so, but yes, I figure I'll try it. Yeah, it helps when you, okay, so I don't have no 310s in this section. I just put them in there for nothing. I forgot I'm doing that first small little section, and that's what confuses me though. I got to get the line down along the edge of the next release sheet, and then I'm okay with where that is. I mean, yeah, I'm going to switch to the other. Now, I may use their tray for like ABs and special drills, but for my everyday use, I'll just use my regular tray. So that I'll probably treat this like I do my Creation Marin trays. That's what I do with my Creation Marin trays. See, I've never tried cat proof. I haven't been able to afford to get them, but they're on my wish list. I'm knocking everything everywhere. I love Creation Marin trays. I love them. I love my NYX trays. I love my, and I need to get some Bella trays too. I love, I have a Firefly tray that I use from time to time. I did a video, a stash video just on my trays, minus one Croatian Moran tray because I just recently got that after I'd done that video. The red Croatian Moran. Yeah. I can't remember. I still to this day cannot remember how I found Nick's. And I fell in love with her trees once I won my, I got my first one. I won my first one from an event. I even got the confetti I have a confetti carousel. I'm sure where mine is up there somewhere. I've got I believe it's hot pink. So I don't have the 310. So let's do that. We'll do that. But yeah, a lot of my stuff, a lot of my canvases, my like licensed canvases, I have either been gifted or won them. Yeah, I won one. My very first Croatian Moran tray, Linda, I won from the Asian year-long event. It was the putty and the tray, the event tray. Yeah, so and then I won one from one of her Facebook giveaways. I won a diamond to her shop, but I'm waiting to get the money to be able to place an order. Okay, so I do like the pin. I like the feel of it in my hand. Yeah, I know. I think that tray it's so pretty. I use them for special, my smaller trays like that for like when I have special girls. I like the pin. I'm not too keen on the wax. So when I get the one that you sent me, Teresa, I'll probably put putty in that one, like you were saying, and leave wax in this one. So because this mama probably like this better than the little pink pin that comes with the kit. Because she does use my I have a couple pins from Amazon that she likes the feel of them in her hand because they're not that heavy. And I believe I have just a regular, tip on it. So, but this one she won't have to worry about stabbing the wax all the time. All she'll have to do is twist it. So. There you go, putting them over. Oh, that. So I know that's my line right there. But yeah, so yeah, I do like the pin. May have to change the multi-placer though because I think that I'm used to using a 5-placer. No, that one's good. It's probably a 4. Used to use a 4 or 5-placer anyway. I mean, I can use a 6 or a 7, but I mostly stick with the 4 or the 5-placer. So yeah, I've heard mixed emotions about these pins though. Some people like them, some don't. Um, let's see. Hold on, I'm just hunting for a symbol, guys. It's one I haven't really used yet, so I don't know exactly where it is in my number 21. Okay, this is one I hadn't really used yet, and I wasn't sure where it was. So yeah, the paint's pretty okay. Um, I can't wait to actually to try it with, like, say, with putty in it. Because I am a putty girl. Um, I do use a lot of putty, and I have putty from a lot of companies. So I am not biased to putties. I like I, like I say, I use putty from a lot of companies, and you know that's the thing. There is room in this diamond painting community for more than one person to sell the same type of item. Okay, everybody's gonna like what they like and buy what they like. You know, me, I love Black Dahlia. I love Nyx. I love um, Tracy. You know, the one with the diamond art. I have their putty. I have Crack That Canada. I have still have some Ribbon Stick It from Crashly. I have Mary Mud, um, Pure Bliss Wax Co., um, Dream Wax, um, Randa's Crafty Corner. I have Art Dot. I have the Museum Quake putty. You know, I have tons of putty. I have putty for days. Let's just put it that way. I have putty for days. And the thing with putty is it lasts a long time. I actually have a pen that's had the same putty in it for about a month. Um, I haven't had to change it yet. If it starts to not feel like it's picking up, I pull the putty out and flip it around and mush it around and put it back in. And that gets me more time out of it. So, like my Crashly, my ribbit sticker, I've actually had that for at least 2 years. I believe it is. Um, so putty, you don't need a lot of it, and it does. It lasts you a long time. Yeah. Wow, it doesn't seem like I've been live for an hour already. I guess because I did the unboxing, and again, congratulations to Starlight Starbright. She is the first winner of the a Mad Libs mystery. So her words that she sent for the prompts for the Asian, for the, geez, wow, my brain is like over in another place right now. Her words that she sent for the Mad Lib, you know, the prompts to fill in the story, will go into this week's story. And if you want a chance to get on the wheel and have a chance to be, for you to be the winner, be on the lookout, because that will post on the next one will post on this Thursday. I don't know what time. I haven't set a time for it to post out yet, but it'll run from Thursday when it posts till 11:59 Monday Eastern Standard Time. So you have like 5 days to get your comment in with your your answers. So I'll have the rules kind of posted. When you post your words, please number them 1 through whatever, or copy and paste the list and put your words beside those, so I know exactly where they go in the story. We had 3 people on the wheel this week, and Starlight Starbright was our winner. So I can't wait to sit down later and fill in her words into the story. And then take that and film that. That's going to be fun. I think it's really going to be a fun video series, because it's also getting my community involved in the channel as well, and helping out with the channel. I just seen that sign. I want to do things to kind of get my viewers kind of more involved with the channel as well. And I thought Mad Libs, everybody loves Mad Libs. And the thing with Mad Libs is that, I'm keeping the subject a secret. I think that's going to make the words that the people give kind of, more funnier, because they may not actually fit, would think they would go into it, but I think it's cool, it's going to be something fun. I already have a few stories, a few Mad Libs done up. Now I did. I'm not. I'm not even going to lie about it. I used AI to get the Mad Libs. I went into Microsoft Copilot, told it I wanted a Mad Lib story, a mystery type Mad Libs, and I had it generate some different ones. um, you know, and I think it's really going to be cool. A lot of them are um, centered around craft related topic, not so that's going to be cool to see how those fit in. So it'll give you the prompt. I'll give you the prompt word. So like if I need a person, place, thing, or sure, name of like a character or an animal, whatever it may be, and then you just fill your answer into that, and post it, and you get on the entry wheel. You get a shout out in that video. Um, and I'll post each week's story prompts will go up on a Thursday, and like I said, the posts are closed on Monday. I'll spin the wheel for the person on Tuesday's live, or if I'm not going to be going live, I will do a little short video and spin the wheel. And then I will film the video either tonight or tomorrow, or Tuesday night or Wednesday, and have it posted by Friday. Because I do not post on Thursdays or Mondays or Tuesdays or Thursdays. Sorry, I don't post on my days I go live. So that's how that's going to work. And then if nobody enters, then I'll just have the Microsoft Copilot generate me the words for that one for that week. So it will be posted on the Facebook group page, and because I know not everybody does post here on YouTube, comments on YouTube, which is okay. It'll be posted in my Facebook community tab and my Facebook group and my YouTube community tab. Boy, I cannot English today. To quote Nerdy Crafter Jackie. I love Nerdy Crafter. She is hilarious. She is from Canada. She is hilarious, though. Yeah, yeah, I have a um so yeah, so that's my plans there. So. I mean, if I get it filmed later today, then I might put it up today. I don't know. It all depends. I want to do some um, editing in that with some some spooky background and stuff. So I may actually switch out and put my green screen up, um, so I can film with the green screen on, the green screen behind me, and then when in editing, I have to mess around because I haven't actually um, done anything with green screen in a while. Let's do a couple more. But yeah, so that's the plans. But we all know how plans go. We set them, but sometimes they don't execute like we want. That's what I thought. I'm actually over the line. Once I get this line established, then I'm fine. I know where I need to be. That's the only problem with these clear, the little, the perforated paper on here is knowing, you get your diamond painting and then you forget where the next clear plastic sheet is, and then you're putting it on it and it's slipping and sliding. The only issue I have with the clear plastic sheet, the perforated covers. Other than that, I don't have an issue with the perforated cover. All right, we've been live for over an hour, so that's good. So we'll be here a little bit longer. We'll have leftover tacos for dinner. We really don't feel it too much tonight. If I even eat it all. I've been having days where I don't want to. I'm not hungry. So I go and I don't eat nothing. There are reasons behind that, but I'm not getting into them. Um, yeah, but if a certain someone is still here or that was here, he'd understand my why I said that he knows more about me than anybody. Um, it's just I go through these moments where I can, I've actually gone days without eating anything. I still make sure I keep hydrated. That's one thing, Um, So I'll drink juices and things like that, but I just don't eat nothing. I've actually gone 2 or 3 days. I don't. It's not. I don't go a whole. Okay. See you later, Linda. I'll catch you around. In other people's lives or in my live on Thursday. But yeah, I'll go do that. I've gone a couple days, no more than 2 or 3 days, and then I make myself eat something. But I do keep hydrated. I keep juice and things like that. Puree. I like puree watermelon. That, that's pretty good. That's number five. I don't know. It's just I've been like that most of my life. So it's it's just how I've been. I do. I've been that way as long as I can remember. You know. But the only other problem with that is sometimes though, if when it happens, then I'll binge eat. I'll have days where I get in the mood and I just binge eat. You know. Most of the time, I just eat 1 or 2 meals a day, and I'm okay. I'm good. Um, Most of the time, by the time I get up and eat, it's almost lunchtime anyway. So the only time I eat breakfast is if I have to get up early and go somewhere, and then usually we go to McDonald's. And I either, depending on if I'm in the mood, I get the big breakfast, the pancakes, sausage, egg, and the biscuit and the hash brown, or I'll get the steak McGriddle or the steak bagel, or I get the burritos, sausage burritos. Now, if it's lunchtime, I either go for that new, I think it's like $6 or $7 meal they got. It comes with the burger, or the 4-piece nugget, the small fry, and the drink, or I get a fillet of fish. You know, I usually get a cheeseburger or a fillet of fish. Too. I think that. Kind of a creature of habit, I guess. I go somewhere and I tell myself I'm going to try something new, but I just get the same old that I usually get. You know, so. Like next weekend, that's my weekend that I'm going to try some new things. So that's Cranberry weekend, and I will be streaming the parade next Saturday, weather permitting. I'll stream the parade because I wasn't going to, because we were supposed to go to a barbecue at my niece's house, but they've had to going to have to reschedule that due to an illness with her boyfriend. And so unless I'll live stream the parade, then that Sunday I will be able to live stream the fireworks. And then I was, depending on, no, I was going to do probably try to live stream the boat docking. But they usually have too much copyrighted music there for that. And also that's where I tried to live stream the fireworks for the 4th of July, and I had issues with the Wi-Fi there. So. We'll see. We'll see what happens. But I actually had extra. I don't have a whole lot, so I'll just pour that. I didn't realize I had an extra. But yeah, so that'd be that. I don't know if I'll be able to live stream any of the crab race. I may be able to. I don't know. The next weekend, I will have all my filming gear with me. I'll have that with me all weekend. That's going to be fun. That means I got to charge my battery pack this week. Get that charged. Make sure that's charged in my case. I got my umbrella that goes over my camera when I'm filming. And I'll have my tripod, my handheld tripod, my video mic, which is Rode micro video microphone, my professional microphone, the dead cat on it, the fluffy noise thingy on it. So I'll be all set up for for it, and so that's why I'm going. Hopefully, this hurricane is up the coast and gone by next weekend. never fails when this event comes around, which this would be the end of our summer basically. Sunday night when the fireworks are done, that's officially the end of summer for kids here because they go back to school right after Labor Day, like a day or two after Labor Day. Usually, the high school, which is 8th to 12th grade, usually go back, and then the following day, um, the pre-K to um, pre-K to 7th graders go back. So, but our soft shell festival brings in the summer. Our crab derby takes out the summer. That's how the saying goes around here. Yeah, here in Maryland, they don't go back till after Labor Day. Our governor, our past governor, the governor before the one we have now, um, he put that into effect because it used to be when I went to school, we always went back after Labor Day. And then they moved it to the kids went back mid-August. Um, and then our governor changed that a couple of years ago. Now they go back after Labor Day. Now I don't know exactly when my niece goes back to work though. Technically, I don't know if she's already gone back yet or not because she's like what do they call it, paraprofessional. She has one little boy that she kind of works with um, and all and everything in the classroom. I know I just seen the symbol I need. Oh. And they just made it so our kids here this year don't have to wear uniforms. A lot of parents are happy with that one. But you've got a handful of parents that are bitching about it. Um, they would rather their child wear a uniform to school. I'm like, either way, the kids still are still getting bullied, no matter what. I mean, because kids today find anything to bully a kid about, uh, which is so sad. So I got a couple of A's there, and then I'll be able to put the. I think it's an A. And then you got the parents out there that think it's okay for their kids to bully other kids, which is so sad. I seen something about that the other day that the parent was like, oh well, that kid shouldn't have started with my kid. They were blaming the kid that was being bullied for their kid doing whatever they did to that child. But I'm like, you know, that type of behavior starts at home. You know, they're not corrected or for their actions, or they see things and they think it's okay, to do. And then it comes sometimes, I think, from what parents allow kids to watch. Um, there are shows I don't think little kids should be watching if parents allow it. What can you do? And then it's like we have a Facebook page for it posts about accidents, EMS going here, there, police plate, whatever. They had a question pop up. Oh, my Rude and Crude? Yeah, I finished that one. Where is it? Yep, I finished him. Yep, he is one angry roll of toilet paper done. And I actually have a story for him as well. So when I post, I'm going to post a progress pic on my Facebook group later, and I'll post the story I have to go with him. So I know, and it was a lot of people in the group in Rude Nude Crew that were doing that canvas. A lot of us had the same idea, which I thought was pretty cool. I know I grabbed the wrong one. I'm glad I realized that before I put that down. I don't know why I poured the whole container out because I don't have that many in section. Really bad. Um, like I said, I just seen it on Amazon and I was like, "Yep, that's my new cruise picture." You know. Now, what I'll do next year, I don't know. I haven't planned that yet. So, but I will be on the lookout for that. That over, away. Yeah, I don't even. I can't remember how I found it on Amazon. Um, I guess you could put in diamond bikini canvases. Say assholes everywhere. Um, so I don't. I just came across. I don't. I remember. I think I put in rude canvases or something like that, and happened to find it. Um, let me see. Hold on, Teresa. Let me see if I can go into my Amazon. I should be able to go into my Amazon history and maybe get the link. Hold on. Let me see. I should be able to find it, but I just got to scroll through about I don't know how many pages here. wondering if it's one of these ones that. Yeah, because I got it. I've not actually had it that long. Yeah, I'm thinking it's no longer available because I'm not finding it. Yeah, I'm thinking it's not showing on my list, so it must be one of the ones that it's no longer available right now. Oh, did you find it? Okay. The seller I got it from must not have it no more. But I'm pretty sure there's more than one seller out there with it. So, because like I say, it's a popular canvas. A lot of people, I've seen a lot of people working on it, or say they have it, they just haven't, started it yet. I just thought it was hilarious, and I think it'll go good once I get them. I'm going to seal them uh, because I have another one that says it's the cat holding toilet paper with the green background, and I did for my first blinging in the new year, and Tima walked me through how to um, put like a heart on his tummy, and he's holding the toilet paper, and it says, "Your butt napkins, my lady." So I'm going to seal those two, and Mom's going to put them up in the bathroom. Yeah, because I've seen them where it says the cat. Then there's one with three black cats, and it says, "Are you pooping?" Um, then I also have one that's really good. Another one. Um, these are my WIPs being worked on right now. Oh, I forgot I have a crystal canvas art design. I wonder if I could do that for the Small Shop Hall Festival. And I wonder if Distracted by Diamonds is considered a small shop as well. Um, yep, I knew it. Okay, that was my favorite. So it's in this one. So, I gotta reach out to Brittany and Robin about that. See if those two shops qualify. But I think my one canvas is too small for the back. know he's in here somewhere. Of course, he's going to probably be at the very, very back. Yep, there he is. I have this one. I don't know if you can see that. It's a turtle in the bathtub, and it says, "Get naked. Unless you are just visiting, don't make it weird." So, but they have a whole lot, with that, and they all have that similar green background. Reminds me of like a metal sign type background. And I've seen them where they say, "Your butt napkins, my lord." They've got all kinds of them like that. Then there's one that says something about coffee because murder's just wrong or something like that. Yeah, there's a whole line of different type of those out there, So so I'm actually going to start with, I think, I think I'm going to start with that 310 error or the 3371. That way I can mark out where my plastic next sheet is. But yeah, so yeah, pretty much. The only events that I really know about right now are, of course, Drills and Chills, Witch, Bella Arte Nicole has a spooky one. Those three are all in September. She has a spooky one coming up because I'm doing the same canvas for all three of those. And then I know Brittany and Robin are supposed to be doing this. They took it over for Elizabeth and Edward, the small shop festival one that they did. Right now, they're the only four that I know of coming up in September. And I know Drills and Chills is a 2-month event. I believe Bella's is a 2-month event. I know Witch is a 2-month event. I'm not sure about the small shop one. So they'll go through all the way to end of October. Small shop one I'm not sure about. I have to get more information on that. I know Lee from Lee and Lenore, L&L Diamond Painting. I know they have one coming up for 9/11. But I don't have any licensed canvases that would qualify for that. Oh yeah, I'm doing. Oh God, I cannot say the name of it. I have like 2 diamond painting logbooks here because I have them organized by size. This is the one I'm doing for Bella, Witch, and Drills and Chills. And this would also qualify for the Asian year-long event, because that's still going on. Because it has the black cat in there. But I am not sure how you say that name. Oh, I know this is an Inniscarrero. canvas. It's 51 by 71. So I'll still be working on that. Start work, and I'll be still working on this one as well. So I might not do small shop festival, only because I think the only kit that I have would qualify is a huge kit. And it's one from Distracted by Diamonds, because I know that they want it's small shop is any shop that has 5 or less employees, I believe. So yeah, so I have a few events that so for this month I was doing Rude, Nude, and Crude, which I finished that canvas. I was doing Beat the Heat with Bella, Jamie and Nicole. I was doing Oz. I'm doing Oz and Og, Claws and Paws. So this canvas I got for Claws and Paws, Oz and Og, because of the puppies. So these are Toto's wacky cousins, is what I'm calling them. Toto's wacky cousins. And I'm doing it for those events. And then I have for the Asian year-long event and the mini event in the Asian year-long event, I'm doing this one from Art Dot, which I did not know the name of this canvas at first. I did some research. I reached out to Art Dot. This was from their Moon Rising series they had done. Yes, I'll show you that canvas. I already have a canvas for that. Yeah, I do Break the Silence. Yeah, that's October. But yeah, so this is Floating Lantern. But it has a different. I have the exact name. I just don't have it on hand right now. So I'm doing that. Then I was doing The Great Escape, which. Can I have some ice? Okay, I'll give you my cup when you're ready. Oh no, you're fine. So I done my mom says hi, by the way, guys. I did this one. There's a story behind this as well. So I did this one. And then I'm for Great Escape, I did that one, and I'm going to start this little guy. There's a whole story. They say hello. If it's the soda that's in there still good. Yeah. So those are doing for that. But for Break the Silence, this was a canvas I was sent. This came from Daydream. So this is the canvas I'm doing for that one, because Kokisha says, butterflies are predominantly purple. And this is predominantly purple. So, but I'm still going to run it by Kokisha to make sure it's okay before I do it. I always reach out and make sure. Because if not, I may have to Break the Silence on a hold this year, because I don't have any other canvases. Yeah, it was from Debbie Day, so I'm pretty sure Kokisha approved it. But I always reach out to her and make sure my canvases are going to work. Yeah, because last year I actually did one from Amazon. There was about whispering to a butterfly and it'd carry your words to heaven. So that's right. I did do an Amazon canvas for Break the Silence last year. So. But actually, Sandy Chan gifted me that one. Okay. Yes. Thank you. But yeah, so and that's all crystal too, Teresa. The waterfall, it's all crystal. I've done one other all crystal from Debbie Day, and that's all, Mom's got that on her wall. And it was called Treetop Duo. It's these two pretty birds sitting there facing like they mirror each other. Um, so that was the first all crystal. Outside is like small little projects. That was the first all full drill crystal canvas I've done. Yeah. Okay. Do I have a picture of it in my completed? Let me see. Let me see if I can figure out where, because I've changed this. I didn't have all my completeds printed out, so I went in and got screenshots off of my Gems Flow, and then I just printed out the screenshot. So there's the kitty I did, the butt napkins, my lady. No, it's in here. So. I've done so many canvases. It might not be in here. I may have to. See, I don't know why I printed that one twice. But this was the one I did last year for Break the Silence. It says, whisper to a butterfly, and it was talk about taking it to delivering your message to heaven and everything. Oh, there it is. Treetop Duo right there. So you can't really see it, but that's, that was Treetop Duo. So these are all my completed. Make sure everything was in there. Yeah, I've got to the point where I don't even really open Gems Flow much anymore. I'm kind of a, where am I looking? Oh, I'm kind of the I just went in Gems Flow and I screenshotted them. I used screenshot on my phone. I uploaded those pictures to my desktop, and then I just highlighted all my pictures that I wanted. Right clicked on them, hit print, and it opened up oh, I can't remember what it's called on my Windows. I have a Windows desktop. It opened it up, and then it gave me the choice of what size I wanted. You know, like a full sheet, or I think I could have done 5x6, 8x10s, um, wallet size. You know, I could choose the different size pictures I wanted to do, and I just chose the one that it gave me four pictures on a page. So, I don't even know. It's something that's built into Windows. So if I right click on one of my pictures, it opens it up. Let me hold on. Uh, let's see. So let me open a file. Right, so if I go click on a picture, so let's go to started. I have this little picture that I made. So I right click on the picture, and I hit print. It brings up, let's see if I gotta, hold on, let me take you off, move my tripod a minute. You're gonna go for a little ride, guys, hold on. So, and I need to, let me change, okay. Let me change positions here, I'll make it bigger. All right, so, let me get my mouse. Don't mind my window in my bed there, guys. So if I, okay, let me close that out. So if I go here, you know, I got some pictures here. So I'm going to, all right, these are two pictures I have for, that I made to go with as thumbnail pictures for something. So if I right click, highlight them, all the ones I want, and I highlight it and go to print, it opens this window. And then I could do, you know, fit the frame, or I always take and click off fit the frame, picture to the frame. Then over here, I can do full page, 4x6, 5x7, 8x10s, 3.5 by 5 inch, wallet. And then you could do what's called a contact sheet, which are real tiny pictures, which I use for like, sometimes when I'm printing them for my logbook. So all I know is when you just right click on the picture and hit print, and it opens. This is called print pictures. Is what it's titled up here. So I don't know if you can search that in your computer, print pictures, if it'll show it that way or what. So. Yeah, you're welcome. Yeah, so that's how I print mine. So let me see if I can get this back over here without destroying everything. Oh, there we go. Hold on. You see, I spun the camera totally around. I don't know what you guys just seen. So, probably my messy corner and my cobwebs that I have to sweep down. Problem of living in the country. But yeah, so that's that. So Now let me get you that. There we go. But there we go. So, but yeah, that's how I get my pictures printed out and things like that. I don't know what, like I said, I don't know exactly what it's called, but it says at the top of the screen, um, print pictures or something like that. But if you right, like say right, if you can like highlight, say you got 15 pictures you want to print out, you can go into your folder that they're in on your computer. Right click, you know how you right click and or you click and highlight them, or hold the control key down and click them, all the pictures you want, and right click and hit print picture, and it'll open that. It opens that up, or at least it does on my Windows computer. So. I've been actually using that for years on Windows, so I get it. It must be a built-in feature on Windows, because I can remember using it on all my Windows computers I've had. So from you know Windows 7 up, I can remember using it. Oh my gosh! Excuse me. Wow, I've been live for 2 hours. Excuse me, my throat got dry. Let me cut that off for a minute. I gotta let my fan charge back up. I have a little desk fan, and I run it when I'm it's on mostly run it when it's on charge. So, but if it gets below a certain point, even though it's plugged in, it will cut itself off. So just unplug it and let it charge back up. Plus, it cut some of the noise. I know it was noisy. But till I can get another regular fan. Mine and Mom's fans went up. So we got to wait until next week, next Friday, to be able to get our fans. Hoping they have a pedestal fan. I actually rather have a pedestal fan instead of a. I know Mom will probably want a box fan, but I want a pedestal just for room purposes, space purposes for me. So. But anywho. Oh, now my eye wants to itch. My sinuses got my going crazy, and my allergies. Maybe I actually, if the rain's not coming in my window, when I go to lay down in a little while, I could open my window. Oh. So, oh, I missed a couple. Now my nose wants to run. Oh my gosh. So I may do a few more colors and then I might jump out of here in a few. So I'm probably going to let this go to almost 2.5 hours today. So before I log off. Oh Lord, see, I put it away and I'll find a couple more. Ain't that always the way? It never fails. I swear symbols multiply like rabbits. There we go. Let's go with 310 next. I try to always, when I do a section, I usually always do, if it has any 939 or 310. I can't remember if this has 939 in it. Yeah, it does have 939, but I try to always do 939 and 310 first. I don't know. It's just, I guess, because they use a lot that for a lot of outlining. So I try. I know some people. I know Diamonds and War. She and her mom did a WIP and chat, and I know she was talking about it. That about, do you start with the doing the outline first, or me, I always do the 310, or not, like say 9, if it's not 310, then they usually use 939. So I need to go with those. And me and 310, we're kind of friends, but we still have that love-hate relationship. Even though 310 is one of my favorite colors. I guess it comes from having, 6 bags of 310 in one canvas, It was, but I know there are some people that have had more. And then somebody posted, and I don't know, I can't remember what group I seen it in. It had to be over 20 or 30, the tiny little drill bags of 310. It was a huge, long strip of 310. Those tiny little drill bags, and I think it's like a 1,000 drills in one of those little bags. I think it is. I'm like, oh no. I mean, I've had canvases with those. It didn't stop me from doing those. But I'm like, I wish they would, do away with those tiny little drill bags. I hate getting those, but I'll still do the canvas, because that's how my John Wayne was. My John Wayne canvas came with those tiny little drill bags. It took me, I know, at least 2 or 3 hours to kit up John Wayne, because that was a 50. Was that 40 by 50 or 50 by 50 by 60. What was he? I'm curious now. He was a 40 by 50. So you know that, but he had a lot. That was a lot of confetti in the John Wayne canvas, though, because it was like 5 images of John Wayne. Now, see, I'm okay with either the zip top bags or the trains, but I don't work out of the bags. I kit mine up into a storage container. But it's a lot easier kitting up the trains or the zip top bags into a container system than it is those tiny little drill bags. You know, I found that I kit up quicker if it's the train or the zip top bags than if it was the tiny, teeny little bags. And then sometimes those tiny little bags, oh my gosh, it's so hard sometimes to read the print on the bag. So you've got to be extra careful. You need to pretty much, I separate them beforehand, and and then it's like, I don't know. It's like, I don't know how to explain it. They're more of a hassle than they're worth, So I have the art dot storage. I have one Elizabeth Ward knockoff storage. I have 28 grid storage. I have this one, I think, was from Art Dot as well. And then I have 2 Art Dot. I think they were from Art Dot. They were 64. I know my camera's messing up there. I'll fix it in a minute. Hold on, guys. They got my I have a 28 grid storage. Well, basically, it's got my crystals and special drills in it. This is, if I could get the camera to come back on, we'll be all right. And I'll show you. Let me go out and come back in. So this is actually 2 28 grid storages put together. It's one whole box. I have my crystals and special drills in that. And then I have a 200, I believe it's the 240 suitcase that has my sparklers and all that stuff in it. I have another 60 bottle suitcase that's got other special drills in it. Then I have 1, 2, 3. Three 60 bottle storage cases for kitting up, and I have 5. I have 4 60 bottles that I kit up in, and then I have 3 30 bottles that I can kit up in as well. So then I have this one. I have 2 of these like this. These are I believe it's 64 in there, but these are Tic Tacs. So they hold all my my crystals and special shape drills. Because you don't have DMCs for those, so I just got them in there. And then, like I say, all my sparklers and fairy dust and what else have I got? Oh my god, I got metallic. I got all kinds. I got drills from Debbie Day. One of my cases is almost all Debbie Day drills. It might be all my Debbie Day drills that I won from Witch Goddess. And then in the other one I got Pam. I know she's going out of business. Pam's Diamond Band. She's going out of business in October. So I may pop over there and look about getting some stuff from some more drills from her before she closes. I have her Twinkle Dust drills. So I may try to get me some more of those before she closes. Whoa. Okay. Trying to fix my tripod here, guys. Or my camera arm, sorry. And then I've got my T-Mod drills and in there, and my glow-in-the-dark drills, and my ABs, and all that. So yeah, so that's I love her Twinkle Dust drills. I won a gift certificate to her store one time, and I got both sets, her square and her round Twinkle Dust. So I may look into if I can swing it this month, because I think she'll be closed before I get paid next month. I'm going to look about getting another set of each. So I'm going to check into that later. But we were talking about it in, oh God, whose chat was I in that they were talking about? Oh, Kara, the principal painter. And how about how some of these smaller businesses are closing, and and Bella was talking about it in her pop-up live yesterday, about a lot of the small businesses that are closing. Some of them it's personal reasons, and others, it's the tariffs and supply chain problems, and things like that. It's sad that a lot of these small businesses are having to close. And I believe it was, what was it, Mystical Dream Diamonds? They did the canvas for the for the Phoenix Fantasy canvas, the Rise Above canvas, and I think she switched. They switched hands. I think somebody else has that now, because Nix was talking in her live the other night about talking to the new person in charge. I think it's had a name change as well. But it's sad that businesses have to either shut down or change ownership. It is. It's really sad, but it's the way the economy is right now, and there's a lot of factors behind it. Zoe, goes your truck. Don't ask me what Ralphie was hauling today. My cat loves to watch this one for this one tractor and trailer that goes by my house. But it's sad. There's a lot of you know financial issues, and I can understand personal issues. For businesses closing as well. It's times are crazy right now for businesses. And um, somebody was talking in Bella's chat about yeah, yeah, yeah. Somebody was talking in Bella's chat also too about um oversaturation of diamond painting companies, now that people, I mean, I'm not against AI and I'm not against, and all, but how Bella was saying that anybody can be an artist, or call themselves an artist, but because they think, oh, I'm using, the AI, so they can go out there and then go have a custom made on Amazon or Temu or somewhere like that, Um, but they don't realize that if it wasn't for our artists like you and others, Teresa, we wouldn't have the diamond paintings we have, you know? We wouldn't have things, art that we have, you know, and things like that. I gotta turn that fan back on. There we go. But people don't look at it that way, because there are people out there that don't think artists should be paid for their work. I have seen that. I've seen, was it a TikTok video or a Reddit thread or somewhere talking about that? That, you know, oh, it doesn't matter if it's stolen art. They don't need to be paid for their work. I'm like, you're okay, so you think, if you think that way, then you must think doctors or lawyer people like that don't need to be paid for their work. You know, what do you think? You can go through life and live free and not have to pay nothing? Yeah, I know, but still, I mean, it's the principle of the fact. Even though I know y'all probably don't get that much, but like you're saying, but it's still the principle of the fact. You produced that art that then was produced into a diamond painting. You know, so I think that no matter, I don't. It doesn't matter if you hand done it, digital art, AI, whatever you use. It's still your work. It's still your your brain came up with that concept of that image, and produced that image, and then you're putting that image out for other, be put on other items. It's just the principle of the fact that people think that, you know, um, oh yeah, I'm not one. Yeah, when Artemis come back and told me that the little dragon I was doing was stolen art, that sucker went into timeout. I'm like, nope. Mm-mm. And that's the first piece of stuff that I've ever gotten from Amazon that was stolen art. And I mean, I've been getting Amazon canvases. Let's see, I've been diamond painting 5 years, so pretty much the whole 5 years I've been diamond painting, I've been, getting canvases from Amazon or Temu. Oh, I have a few from Temu, not a lot, because that's where I got my custom channel logo done. But that was the very first one I've ever had that was actual piece of stolen art. And I pulled that quick, fast, in a hurry. And I was doing that for June Pride, and I wound up contacting Chris and asking him if I could switch to a different canvas that I was working on, because I found the one that I had entered the event with was stolen art, and I did not feel comfortable continuing with that canvas, and so he was let me switch it, and I wound up using another pretty canvas that was rainbows and rainbow colors and stuff. So, but yeah, I'm one. If I'm surfing like Amazon or for a canvas, just because if I think it looks like stolen art, I don't get it. But the one that I got that was stolen art was in a box of 20 some mystery canvases. So it was a mystery box. I didn't know what I was getting until I opened them. I did the reverse image lookup. Nothing came back. Nothing came back for that it could be possible stolen art. So I don't know what they've done to that canvas that makes it different from the original. Something has to be changed in there somewhere, I'm thinking, for it not to have picked up as being stolen art. And it was Little Dragon Ball Z from Sheena Pike. And I don't know how I didn't realize that. That it looked, I did not, I guess because it was such a smaller canvas, I didn't put two and two together myself. So I kind of am kicking myself about it as well, that I didn't recognize it right, off the bat. So. But I think that's where I'm stopping for today. I'll finish this later, but it's where I'm stopping for now. And I can just flip that back up. Gosh. Put that up there. Him up there. But so that's what we got done today. This little section here and here. So I will work on this later. And thank you again, Teresa, I know you sent me the pin in the tray. I can't wait till yours gets here, and I'll try putty in that one. But I do like the feel of the pin. I like how light it is. So I think this is going to be really good for Mom when she diamond paints. She does the little off canvas project. She likes the little off canvas projects. She said not quite ready to do a canvas yet, she said. Sit this down here. But there are times I will use the pink wax too when I'm working on a canvas. So that will come in handy. Light up. I don't go. Where are my? I have a box. Nothing but. Does this tell you how many canvases I have actually? These are all from kits. I need to go through because some of them have been used before, and I need to take them out. But yeah, these are all from kits. So I have the pink pieces that go with it as well. But yeah, so I'm just gonna just let that hang across there because, like I say, I'm just gonna lay down for a while and then I'll get back up and I'll diamond paint. And I'm moving my camera like crazy. But yeah, so that's where I'm going to end today. I will be live again on Thursday. Same time, same back channel. Not sure exactly what I'll be working on. Yeah, I will, Teresa, or try to. Because like I say, it's still raining here, so I hate these type of dreary days. But yeah, so until then, I hugs, love everyone. I'll see everybody in other lives, or I will see everybody back here on Thursday. Until then, have a good day, everybody. And I'll catch you later. Bye, y'all.